we are finally about to have the marketplace update, which is also going to be an episode 71 update. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys a few more leaks, and I have some more news about the marketplace. But before we get into it, like and subscribe, because if you do, this is going to happen. Look at that. I just moved myself for, wait, where, how, why did I just respawn? But like I showed previously, there are a lot of options on the marketplace menu. There is going to be a history, there is going to be filtering units by different types, and there's going to be settings. But I have a little bit of bad news and a little bit of good news. So the marketplace, of course, is a really big feature, and it took a long time for Evan to make sure that you can't duplicate things and that actually works and stuff. That's like one of the biggest features we've added to the game in terms of how much scripting has to be done for it. But the features I just mentioned, the filter, settings, and history, all are not gonna be in this update. All the UI is done for them and everything, but that would just require a bit more scripting, and so we'll try to add those by the update after that one, which our next update after that is probably going to be the Easter event. I know like a week or two ago I said we're going to do endless ranks and then the Easter event, but I don't know if we'll have enough time for both because we are planning on some pretty cool things. I want to do an event pass just like we did in the Christmas event, because I already said we had a vote in the Discord. A lot of people seem to like that compared to all the other things we had in the game. So that event pass is going to have multiple units on it, coins, gems, a lot of other things, and we're going to do quests right this time. If you guys remember the Christmas event, I already said this was bad multiple times, but like, I'm gonna say it again. 1,000,000 of a godly an event that short is not that great, especially considering that only 8,000 of the Halloween mythic exists. So this time, instead of being 1%, the godly is probably gonna be like 0.5%, and instead of getting the event currency for beating a certain wave of the event, you're gonna get the event currency for winning it a certain amount of times. So it is not gonna be that hard, but also not over 1,000,000 of the godly will exist, and I don't really add godlies too much unless we have a really big event. Like, the only godlies in game right now are from the summon, and I'm surprised that the upgraded Titan Speaker Man and Cameraman haven't been upgraded too much. Like, they might have a couple different weapons every now and then, like what we added in the Injured Titan crate, but they haven't been like fully upgraded, like something different with like a lot of new weapons and a whole different appearance, like Titan Cameraman versus upgraded Titan Cameraman, stuff like that. Again, whenever they do get upgraded, we are going to add godlies for them, but right now the third godly in the game is going to be in the Easter event, and I don't even know what we're adding. I suggested some things to the modeler, and the modeler said he's gonna cook, so I'm gonna let him cook. So far what we have planned, we'll have a crate that has like 4 units probably, and then 2 units on the event pass, and some other really cool stuff. Anyways, back to this update. Besides the marketplace, there are only going to be 2 new toilets and 1 new unit. So the new toilets, well, I already showed them, but now we actually have the renders done for them. So I'm going to show you guys the render for the cargo toilet. This guy is going to be one of the bosses. We only have renders for the bosses because like they're the only ones that show up on that boss health bar at the top on it in the list, but this guy is going to be the boss, probably somewhere in the middle. Definitely not stronger than the Astro toilet, but he's still going to be pretty strong, and he actually is going to have toilets in his shipping crate. I forgot if I told you guys about this, but basically whenever he dies, the shipping crate drops, and then inside of the shipping crate, there are some glitch toilets, so good luck with that one. Then there is also the red laser cameraman, so this unit is going to be a mythic, and I'm thinking of making him a pretty expensive mythic, one that costs a lot to upgrade, but also has good DPS, because right now our highest DPS mythic, well, it's Sinister TV Man, but that one's from an event, so that doesn't really count. The highest DPS one is upgraded Titan Cameraman. That's the highest one from the summon. He used to do a lot less, but then we completely reworked him because we didn't have his hammer, his side gun, his guns were really mid. They weren't like animated, they were just permanently up. Now he looks a lot better, but he does 49,000 damage, which is actually the second highest, I'm pretty sure. He has even more than all the other event ones. This new laser guy is probably not going to be that high, but he's also probably going to be pretty good, because I mean, he has a red laser. Like the other guy, the green laser guy, his laser is only green, and like red, that's the evil color. That's like blood and just the scary color, so that he has to do a lot of damage for that one. But this feature is gonna be insanely good for trading, because not only does that mean you don't have to be there like 24/7 to be able to trade things. You can just put a bunch of things on the marketplace, go AFK for a little bit, come back, and maybe someone bought it. Also, gems are gonna be a lot more useful, because right now when you get gems, there's not really a reason to keep them. You might as well like buy a crate, because it's not like there's anything unique you can buy with gems that you can't really give to someone else. else. Like, right now, the only things that cost gems are in the shop, so the only reason you would keep gems is to offer them in trades or to save up for something, but, I mean, 10 crates at once is the same price per crate as buying one, so, like, it's not really too useful. But now, with the marketplace, it's gonna actually be really useful to save up your gems. I said that in many videos, but I'm just saying it again, just so that, like, if you have gems, if you're getting gems and you want to save up, you can do that, because it's gonna be worth it. The Endless leaderboard also reset earlier today, but for some reason, only 30 people have claimed it so far, so over the next 2 days, everyone's probably gonna claim it, and this update isn't gonna have too many massive changes to Endless mode. Just one of the bosses is gonna be different. It's still gonna be the same difficulty, though, because, like, most of you probably know this, a lot of people probably don't, but I have, like, a system I made for calculating the difficulty on Endless mode, so even if I change what spawns, everything else is also gonna be changed to make sure that the difficulty remains the same, so it's not gonna become too much harder, just there are gonna be more bosses, so it's, like, more interesting. And this cargo toilet is gonna be the first spawner toilet, the first toilet that can spawn other ones, and it's gonna spawn it when the crate drops after it dies. So that's gonna give the glitch toilets a little bit of an advantage to get farther, so that might actually be a little hard. It's probably not gonna be too strong of a toilet because the health of the glitch toilets is gonna be factored into the difficulty. And also, they did not seem that strong in the show. I don't really know what was inside the crate in the show, though, because it's basically just 2 of the forklift toilets, so, like, it would make the most sense, actually, to make it the health of 2 forklift toilets plus including the difficulty of the 2 glitch toilets in the calculation. But anyways, I'm gonna live stream the update tomorrow. Evan has actually added the timer, and the timer is for 17 more hours. Wait, I'm trying to do the math in my head real quick. Okay, so that is 1 p.m. EST, so basically the morning for me. We normally update a couple hours before that, but we're doing it at that time because Evan still needs to finish scripting one of the toilets, and it is the one that is complicated because we don't have any toilets that spawn other toilets at this time, so that might take him a little bit. But we tested the marketplace. It seems to work. It seems to work. So now I'm saying it seems because, of course, something could always go wrong, but hopefully it doesn't. And if something does, we can close it instantly, just like with the post office. And hopefully it doesn't lag like the post office, because the post office not only does it have to process, but sometimes during updates when too many people are using it, it closes because, like, Evan's servers just crash. So the server marketplace is only going to be server wide, so, like, it can't crash as much. I'm glad we're finally updating because it's basically been 3 weeks since our last update. That is a pretty long time, but again, the marketplace took a long time to script. I think it's totally going to be worth it. Endless ranks is probably going to take a bit less time to script, and the Easter event, we already have, like, an event pass situation figured out. The Christmas event, so that should not be too hard either, so we're going to go back to updating, like, every other week, every 1.5 of a week. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for this update. As always, make sure you subscribe, like, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.